Hello, everybody. I hope you're well and having a great time today. This is in continuation with our first video on cyber sex addiction. In today's video, we are going to examine the causes of why the 37-year-old man developed a cyber sex addiction. So, in order for us to do that, we go back and revisit his family of origin. So he was born to a mother who was very, very adoring of him, and she put him on a pedestal when he did as she pleased. And at other times, when he did not do as she pleased, then she was extremely berating and critical of him. So, this was a mother who would swing from one end of the pendulum to another, from being very, very loving, caring, making him the apple of the eye, and putting him on a pedestal, to knocking down the pedestal and shaming him. So, basically, he could not rely on her or trust her, and her behaviors were in essence unpredictable. Also, he was an unplanned child and his parents were not really expecting him. His father had issues with alcoholism and rage and used to be abusive towards the family, and his father left the family when he was 10 years old. While his father lived in the family, he told him at every possible opportunity that his son was a complete asshole and a complete loser. So, growing up in this kind of a family, the 10-year-old started to believe that he was actually worthless, and that he would amount to nothing, and that he was not worthy of his parents' love. So he ended up growing with these kind of feelings deep within himself. Whenever these feelings came up in adulthood, also when he did not feel good enough or adequate enough, then he had to resort to something to relieve those painful feelings. One of the ways in which he relieved those feelings was by resorting to cyber sex. Also, the shame did not end at only being passed down by his parents. There were two layers of shame. One was the shame because he did not feel good enough because his parents had told him that. The second layer of shame was because he could not control his actions and he felt ashamed of them. And that is, he had to necessarily indulge in cyber sex. He had no control over them, and each time he did that, he felt ashamed of himself. So, these were the two layers of his shame, the origins of which were in his family of origin. In the next video, we will discuss healing and forgiveness for the family of origin. Stay tuned for more videos in the coming days. Thank you very much for listening.